Hi, my name is Kelly and I've been a competitive open water swimmer for 18 years and I've been a swim coach for 22 years. And today I want to talk to you about body positivity, especially as a female, especially as a swimmer, especially as someone I have dealt with a lot of body issues in my life, and I see a lot of bodies as a body worker. Okay, so I do know a lot about bodies. Okay, and we're going to talk about some body positivity. I really love big swimmers. I do. I really love, I'm just going to say it, fat swimmers. Okay, our society has such a negative connotation, with the word fat, right? As a competitive open water swimmer and as a channel swimmer and as a marathon swimmer, I love my fat. I have been fat shamed as an athlete literally my whole life. Literally. I'm the leanest I've ever been, probably, like right now. And I still feel like the same person I was like 2 years ago after I had my kid, and I gave my body time, right, to come back and find a new normal, because what matters to me the most, and I want this to matter to you. What matters to me the most is my performance. I am a performance-based athlete. If I am a chubby swimmer and I can still kick your butt, then what does it matter? You know what I mean? As being a competitive swimmer my entire life, my body learned how to put little fat pockets of adipose tissue, right, where I needed it. I needed a little bit like in my midsection to help me float. I needed a little bit, in my gluteal region to help lift my lower body out of the water, right? I needed some love handles and some back fat, right? That really helped me, really helped me hold such an easy body position in the water. The other thing about fat and adipose tissue is that it is fuel, and no one will deny that it is fuel. Okay? You can talk to your body and you can talk to yourself. And this is what I do when I'm swimming. I literally cannot carry so much fuel on me in my, bikini bottoms while I'm swimming by myself in the ocean, which I don't really recommend. Don't do that. My mom always said, swim with a buddy. Okay? So do that. Swim with a buddy. Okay? Body talk. Talk to your body, okay? When you look at your body in the mirror, or when you look down at your body, or when you're holding up your body and you're saying, okay, body, I don't like this part about you. I don't like this fat part about you, okay? That is such negative self-talk, and we know it. Change your self-talk. That pocket of fat that you have, that is your fuel, athlete. You need to be swimming out there in the water, and you need to be like, I'm so tired and I'm so exhausted and I feel like I'm gonna die, right? Because you're such a highly, you have so much discipline and you're such a highly competitive athlete, right? What can I do to keep going, right? This is where you need to be. And then you need to say, ooh, thighs. My thighs have a bunch of extra fuel on them just hanging out. I'm going to suck that energy out of my thighs. And I'm going to use that to swim harder, longer, and stronger. I am going to suck the fuel and energy out of my abdomen and use that to make me faster. I'm going to pull those ketones out of my butt. Yum. And I'm going to use it to fuel my brain and my mind and chill out. This is like the ultimate biohack, okay? You can take all your supplements like me, but nothing is going to beat your self-talk. Nothing. Nothing is going to beat your mind and your mentality, okay? I have some notes here. I'm going to look at it. I can look at a swimmer literally without judgment. I can look at a swimmer because I've looked at so many bodies my whole entire life, 17 years of being a massage therapist. I've seen so many bodies. I don't even judge. My mom, love her, was a competitive swimmer growing up as a youth her whole entire life and had body issues. And that trickled down on me a little bit in both negative and positive ways, okay? Luckily, I'm a mature woman now, and I'm really overcoming those body issues, and I'm learning how to identify that self-talk. Everybody needs to do that. Just slow down a little bit right now. That's what the universe is telling us. It's telling us to slow down a little bit, and it's time to have that self-talk. And it's time to tell yourself, at least stop the negative self-talk. You don't have to love your body, okay? You don't. But let's stop the negative self-talk and let's rephrase our self-talk to be like, I love that I have this fuel. I love the taste of this food. I love that my body can perform right now to the best of its ability. And I love that my body is going to change, because change is the only constant and change is inevitable. And we really have to embrace that change, right? One of the positive things that I've gained from, let's say like my negative self-talk throughout my life is that I'm not going to judge you. When you're standing alongside of me at the beach, at the competition, or if you're on my table, or if you're one of my my coaching students, I'm not going to think that you need to be any different than the way that you are. Luckily, our body gives us a lot of clues to what's going on like internally, right? Especially with our movement. I really like to look at swimmers' bodies, and I really like to say, what are they activating physically, muscularly, and what are they not activating, right? You can see swimmers, what's a really good example? Like quaddy swimmers, right? I'm kind of a quaddy swimmer. Swimmers with big quads, right? Let's say big quads, little glutes, right? That's really going to tell me a lot about your stroke. That's going to tell me that you are a knee kicker. And that you bend from the knees, and that's not how I want you to kick. I want you to kick with a little more cross country. If this is my glute and this is my glute, I want a little more straight legs, some floppy ankles, and some activated glute kicks, right? So how do you get that? Well, you need to dry land, activate your glute, isolation. There's a ton of stuff out there. When I say isolation, I mean one side at a time. Don't squat. Squat's good for glutes, like if you know how to activate your glutes already. What's better is like lunges, like lunges where you pump, just pumpy lunges, clamshells, crab walks, things that really isolate one gluteal side at a time. Squeeze that glute. Force oxygen into your glute. Tell your glute, let me pull some fuel from you and use the energy to sustain myself right now further with my endeavors. Then switch. Rest the glute. I love dancing. I do a lot of dancing, dry land cross training to activate my glutes and the rest of my body. I also like kettlebells. I also look at lats, okay? If I see a swimmer and you are an already existing swimmer, you already compete, and let's say you swim on the regular, except for like right now, right? Because we're not really swimming right now, we're just talking. And I don't see that V in the back, you know, like your lats. If I don't see that and you're swimming a few times a week and you have been for years, that is going to tell me a lot about your stroke technique, okay? If you're swimming on the regular, then you really need to have those lats activated, okay? It's called closing the window. And if you sign up for coaching with me, which I'm going to get my coaching program, it's in the process of getting going. I do have a sliding scale, and I am offering discounts right now, and I will create a video and put that out. So I don't want you to fear, you know, that type of commitment, because what you're really doing is committing to yourself, you know, and committing to your performance and committing to your goals. And I really want to help you get to those goals. Goals are like my favorite thing, right? Goals are my cake. I want to eat that cake. And you know I do. So with the lats and closing the window, if you're just out here and you're just swimming, you know what I mean? Look at my elbows. My elbows are really far away from my body, okay? My window is open. My window is open. If I want to engage in those lats, here it is. Here it is. Here's that lat right here. Here's this lat, right here. I need to activate that catch. That is a private video that you can sign up and receive. And then I need to really close that window and bring that elbow in and finish my stroke out, right? I really need to do that. I really need to activate my lats. Get in the gym when it opens up, blah, and just lat pull down. Just do it, you know. Do it however you do it, you know. Talk to your physical therapist. Depending on where I'm at in my training, I'm either building muscle, lat muscle with like heavy weight, you know, and low reps, or I'm just activating my lats with just like, you know, high rep, 20 lat pull downs, whatever, before I hop in the water, you know. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about with ergonomics, with swimming. Thank goodness that I have this, you know, background as a body worker. I really want to help you guys. Let's go back a little bit to our body positivity. That I hope you don't call that judgment, you know. When I look at your body as a swimmer and I say, they need to activate their lats. They need to activate their glutes. Those two huge muscles. Those are huge muscles in the body. What muscles are you using instead, right? Like your deltoid? Like your little deltoid? You know, what muscle are you using instead? You know, what muscle are you using instead? Your quads, you're using your hamstring to get that kick. You're using like your low back, your lumbar, your quadratus lumborum, and your erector muscles in your back to just like lift your head and take that breath up. So you're using a lot of neck muscles up here, and these muscles, you already use these muscles enough. You do. You use them enough all day long to get all stressed out, you know. These are not the muscles that you want to use, you know. We really want to create a lot of open spaces in swimming. And like I'm pointing right here because this is a very closed space, right, when we swim. So this is a muscle that gets overused, our trapezius, right, and our levator scapula, right, which that job is just to like, you know, do this, right? When you take that pull, let's not have this. This isn't going to burn your adipose tissue, okay? When you activate your trapezius, that's not going to burn a ton of your fat. I want to get a little bit deeper in some of my private videos about how to activate your muscles specifically for you and individualized. And I really hope this video can help you find some peace with yourself and help you see that you really are a true athlete just the way that you are. Bye.